the heart of a silent desert, under a cobalt sky, there lies a moonlit graveyard where the forgotten cry. Whiskey bottles and dried roses lay scattered in the dust, echoes of train whistles in the winds we used to trust. Oh, lament for the moonlit graveyard where shadows dance with the ghost of the bar, beneath the curse of an old dead star. Here lie dreams that wandered too far. A burning church on the hill where we once heard hymns and lies, now just a shell, hosting crows under smoke-choked skies. You whisper secrets in the dark, like venom, sweet and vile. Promised love near the old creek bed, led me mile by mile. Oh, lament for the moonlit graveyard where vows break like the ground hard underneath the silvered beam. Love's lost in this haunted dream. There by the headstone of our shared past, I stood with the night growing vast. The cold truth like a desert storm hit in this graveyard, even ghosts admit. Oh, lament for the moonlit graveyard where I bury the pain that's been scarred with a gun and a rose. I write this ode in moonlit silence, alone I trode. Forgive me, love, as I lay you to rest in the heart of the land that knows no zest. So hear my tale, a ballad so grave of love and betrayal no one could save. Lament, oh lament for the moonlit graveyard where even the brave are marked.
In the shadow of the old ghost town, the clocks all froze at 12. The wind whispers secrets in a language of a dusty spell. Whiskey bottle lying empty next to boots worn by the gales, underneath the stars that flicker over lands that God forgot. Midnight in the silent grave where the lost souls come to play. Echoes of the train whistle, moans of wood on the old gallows sway. Every grain of sand a memory, every stone a broken heart. Midnight in the silent grave where the past tears you apart. She was red, the flame of the prairie, burning fierce and burning bright. Left me cold beside the river where we kissed under the night. Found her whisper in a letter with the truth as sharp as knives. Said she's gone to seek her fortune, left me dead but still alive. Midnight in the silent grave where shadows stretch and reach. Sound of burning church bells ringing far beyond the preacher's speech. Every flame of faded love, every ash a dream we crave. Midnight in the silent grave where we count the sins we save. There's a curse upon my heart, like the curse upon this land. In the dust storm's heart I see her, with a pistol in her hand. Ghosts of what we were start dancing in the ruins of the chapel. I draw my gun as midnight strikes, revenge a bitter apple. Midnight in the silent grave, now our ghosts no longer roam. Silence falls like heavy curtains on the stage of flesh and bones. Every shout a loud confession, every echo a farewell. Midnight in the silent grave, in this haunted desert shell. The song drips with the essence of a haunted, forsaken place. The music, a slow haunting melody that walks through the ruins of love and betrayal. In the shadow of the valley where the cold winds sigh, dead man's past neath a soulless hollow sky. Distant whistle splits the silence, sorrow's melody. Whiskey breath and dusty boots keep the company. There's no mercy in the hollow sky, only ghosts through clouds that pass on by. In this land where broken spirits fly, no prayers left, just the raven's cry. By the embers of a church where once sweet hymns had flow, finds a locket in the ashes, and the loving face he knows was a time of laughter filled his sundown dreams. Now just smoke and silence stitch up the seams. No mercy in the hollow sky, just the echo of the last goodbye. Curse the heart that dared to roam, lost the light on the way back home. Thunder rolls over plains once kissed by rain, reckons with the ghost of her shackled in pain. Beneath the starless cloak by the twisted old oak, swears vengeance on the night the fire awoke. No mercy in the hollow sky, where the old gods and the lost ones lie. With every step on this forsaken land, he walks alone, gun heavy in hand. No mercy in the hollow sky, a whisper of the past, the lone wolf sigh. In the silent desert under cursor stars, he rides for redemption through his scars. On the edge of a ghost town under a bone-white moon, the wind whispers secrets in a cursed, chilling tune. A lone whiskey bottle half buried in the sand glints like a teardrop from a long-lost band. The church on the hillside smolders still, echoing prayers of a people's broken will.
At midnight in the outlaw heart, shadows dance with fate, every whisper in the dark, a story of love and hate. The desert holds the memories of pistol smoke and scars underneath the silent stars. At midnight in the outlaw heart, railroad tracks stretch, reaching for the past. The train's mournful whistle screams of love that couldn't last. Her laughter haunts the canyons, a melody of pain. The night we vowed forever, then never spoke again. My boots stir the dust where we once had roamed, in the depths of the night where cold truths are combed. At midnight in the outlaw heart, echoes fill the void, each ghostly tale retold of lives once enjoyed. The desert knows each secret, each buried broken part, lost within the whispering winds. At midnight in the outlaw heart. I face the mirror of my soul in the silver moon's cold glare, haunted by the specter of a love beyond repair. My hand grips the pistol as vengeance takes its heart, in the theater of the damned where end and beginnings start. At midnight in the outlaw heart, destiny is spun, the past and present blur where all my roads come undone. Here lies my redemption, or perhaps my final mark. I'm one with the dust and shadows at midnight in the outlaw heart. Ghostly plains, whiskey bottles lay bearing forgotten names. Underneath that old gallows tree, a secret's kept in shade. Whispers bout a cursed land where the devil's debts are paid. A dust storm soul stirs the sands of sin, where the sun burns scorn as the tales begin. Train whistles cry like a siren's eerie wail, guiding lost souls on this damned and dusty trail. In the devil's silent grave, where the shadows go to weep, lies a tale of a man with promises the devil didn't keep. Burning churches lit the night with flames that kiss the sky. Echoes of the fallen ones who never meant to die. He rode from the east with revenge in his eyes, past the forgotten graves where the lone coyote cries. Love lost to a bullet by a traitor's cold hand. In the depths of the silent desert he made his final stand. The town was empty, a ghost of the past, a testament to memories that weren't meant to last. Her locket in his pocket and her vision in his gaze. He drank from a bottle marked with yesterdays. In the devil's silent grave, where the lost spirits roam, stands a man seeking vengeance in the place he once called home. The night air carries sorrow of love and bullet spent.
At the crossroads, he faced the fiend. In the dust where truth and lies intervene. Your soul or your enemy, the devil's voice did croon underneath the haunting glow of the bloodshot moon. Sleeps with the wrong set right. Out where the wind moans its final plea, the devil's silent grave keeps its company.
In a town too rough for dawn's light, where the dust swallows your name, whiskey bottles lay like broken dreams beneath the old saloon's frame. The desert moon hangs a silent judge over streets that know my sin. Heard the whistle of the midnight train as the shadows danced within. Gone with the midnight train through cursed lands under starlit pain, riding past forgotten graves where the souls of the fallen remain. The echoes of betrayal, the screeching tracks in my heart a burning chain. All that's left is a ghost of love, gone with the midnight train. I loved her like the prairie wide, wild winds in her hair so fair, but she vanished with a preacher's vow in a church left to despair. Found a note by the morning light, stained with last night's rain. Promises turned to whispers, crushed by the sound of the midnight train. Gone with the midnight train through silent deserts and my silent blame, chasing down dusty storms with my heart tied to a name. Haunting whistles taunt my revenge through the cold, through the strain. She's just a specter in the wind, gone with the midnight train. By the old tracks I stand head low as the night whispers confess. Her laughter's a ghost in the wind, her touch a forgotten caress. The train's a beast on iron paths where the heart fueled by my pain. Every mile screams her name, weaving through my veins. marches through storms of sand to where all is lost, nothing gained. This outlaw's tale ends on these tracks, amidst the echoes of a refrain. Love a fleeting shadow, forever gone with the midnight train.
Out where the wind cries through the ghost town streets, past whiskey bottles and shattered dreams beneath our feet. There's a trail that's paved with old forgotten sins, where dust storms cover up the whispers of the wind. Underneath the lonely road, it's dark and cold, where vows are broken and the night takes hold. I walk where shadows of the damned convene, beneath the lonely road, where no one hears you scream. Train whistle cut through the dead of night, like a burning church, its flame was the only light. She left with secrets in the silence of the dawn, on a cursed land where love and truth were drawn. Underneath the lonely road, it's dark and cold, where hearts are hollow and the tales untold. I roam where echoes of lost souls weep, beneath the lonely road, where the past won't sleep. In the midnight hour, I face the man who stole my life. His shadow loomed like a knife in the strife. Words were gunfire, silent and fast. In the heart of the desert, I settled on the past. Beneath the lonely road, I found my fate. In the dust of revenge and the hour late, this outlaw's heart won't seek reprieve underneath the lonely road, with nothing left to grieve. Out past the rusted railroad spikes, where the ghost towns kiss the sky, I ride on a stallion black as sin, through the whiskey, dust and lies, under that old gallows tree, where the shadows whisper crimes. A bottle swings an unmarked grave, lost loves and forgotten times. Riding through the whiskey, flames lick at my side, haunted by the heartache that I can't leave behind. Every sip of memory, every gulp of grave, riding through the whiskey, the broken man's parade. She was a fire in the chapel,
that burned it down to lace. Her kiss a promise of betrayal, gone without a trace. That night the desert knew her whispers underneath the crescent moon. She fled with my old rival to the tune of a trader's tune. Riding through the whiskey with revenge burning bright, and dark spirit guide me through the cold curse at night. Every sip a story, every gulp a scar, riding through the whiskey to where the fallen are. In a dusty bar at the edge of despair, I saw her face, wind tangled in her hair. Guns drawn, eyes locked, time took a breath. In a silent town where the only exit is death. Riding through the whiskey, let the spirits be my guide. I found my peace in the thunder, her treachery denied. For every sip of sorrow, for every gulp of pain, riding through the whiskey, neath the endless starlit plain.
In the shadow of the hollow, where the cold wind moans, rests a ghost town wrapped in secrets, all dust and bones. There's a whisper amongst the timbers, neath the silver moon, of a man who traded love for pain one wicked June. Whiskey bottles filled with memories, empty as the night. Train whistles sing of sorrow, fading out of sight. Worn out boots tread through the past, a heart so scarred and frail, on a trail of vengeance for the love that turned the sky to hell. Found her Bible by the burnt church, pages charred and torn. The day the preacher lied to us, the day her vow was sworn. Redemption lost in smoky rings, our dreams went up in flames. With every shot a memory dies, calling out their names. Whiskey bottles preach the tale, the days when justice failed. Desert stars watch silently, in cold truths their veil. Echoes of a love once pure, now whispers in the world. Each footstep a reminder in this forsaken world. At the edge of cursed lands, beneath the blackened sky, face the traitors of my soul. Knew one of us would die. Through the storm of lead and rage, saw her face
chasing every flash. The bullets wrote the final page with a thunderous clash. Now I lay beside this forgotten grave, under skies so wide and brave. Revenge was mine, but at a cost. In endless dreams, her voice is lost. The desert keeps its secrets well, in silent sands where spirits dwell. A haunted tune the night wind sings, my heart bound to its broken strings.
Underneath the hollow sky, where the smoke still clings to dawn, whiskey bottles lay in dust from the nights now long since gone. Ghost town whispers call my name through the wind that moans and chokes, and the train whistles speak of pain under hollow sky and smoke. The sky bears no more stars, just shadows from my past. Every heartbeat lights a match on the memories that last. In the silent desert's cry, through the burning church's plea, hollow sky and smoke remain, and the cursed land sets no one free. Once knew love like raging fire, till betrayal cooled the flame. Her echo haunts the chapel hill, where they still curse my name. Dust storms roar across my path, hide the tracks where we once spoke. Now nothing's left but burning words under hollow sky and smoke. Echoes worn and cold, each whisper in the darkness, a story left untold. In the grip of night's cold hands, beneath the old oak tree, hollow sky and smoke look down where she swore her love to me. By the forgotten graves I wander, with revenge its secrets on this path that knows no end. Face the mirror of my actions in the smoke that round me swirls. Ghostly faces in the shadows, whispers of a lost world. Oh, the sky now holds my fate in a land that's burned and raw. Each step I take is haunted by the law I once so wrought. Through the silent desert's call to the place where spirits weave, underneath the hollow sky, I accept no more to grieve.
in the shadow of the valley where the dead towns lie. The sun bleeds crimson over dusty cries. Whiskey bottles preach in the hands of ghosts. Underneath the ashes, that's what burns the most. A train whistle moans through the cursed night air, a lonely hymn for the hearts laid bare. Beneath the ashes, there's fire still alive, eating through the memories that I can't revive. On a bed of coals, where my sins confess. Underneath the ashes is where I wear my regret. Once had a lover with eyes so wildly built, dreams in this wasteland flawed and defiled. But the church caught fire one wrathful eve, left nothing but shadows and the ghosts to believe. Promises crumble like the burnt oak beams. Now her specter haunts the ruins of my dreams. Beneath the ashes, there's pain that won't die, smoldering whispers of her last goodbye. On a bed of coals, where truth never read. Underneath the ashes is where I lost the best. There in the silence of the blackened plains, I face the wind and my heart remains. Cursed lands whisper with a vengeful tone. Revenge is calling from its dusty throne. Beneath the ashes, the flames rise again. A phoenix wrapped in the shape of a man. On a bed of coals, with my fate embraced. Underneath the ashes, I leave this haunted place.
This song captures a haunting, desolate feeling as it tells a story of lost love, betrayal, and eventual rebirth amidst the backdrop of a ghostly, cursed landscape.
In the shadow of the burning church, the devil's wind did blow through the ghost town, silent streets where cursed whispers grow. A whiskey bottle lay half buried neath the sand, the only witness left from a forsaken, blighted land. Echoes from below, like train whistles in the night, carry tales of lost love and hearts that once burned bright. The sands themselves keep secrets under moonlit, starry skies. Every gust a reminder, every silence a disguise. Beneath forgotten graves, where the restless souls do sleep, lies a tale of a lover's vow that the earth decided to keep. He promised her forever by the old sycamore tree, but his shadow found the gallows, betrayed by his decree. Echoes from below, they whisper through the dust of bonds broken by betrayal and the crumbling of trust. The desert knows the stories of the lives that had to fall. Every breeze a memory of what was lost by all.
heart of the silent desert, I faced the storm alone. The skies cried out like the anguished in a deep resounding moan. The truth hit hard as lightning, my fate was sealed by past deeds. Now I roam these cursed lands where my heart forever bleeds. Echoes from below now guide my weary gun. Justice might be blind here, but it's not undone. I'll follow these haunted whispers through the night till I can rest, laid down by the very echoes that curse but also blessed.
Out where the moon casts shadows long and wide, beneath the ghost town's whispers secrets hide. Dust dry whispers from a cracked whiskey flask, echoes of the past in the cool night ask. Midnight in the last ride, wheels on rusty tracks, haunted by the love and life we can't get back. Smoky air twists where our vows once burned bright, lost in the silent desert's endless night. This cursed land holds the tales of a fallen grace, footsteps muffle in the church, a forsaken place. Her laughter lingers where the dead crows flew, a silver locket of betrayal hidden in the dew. Midnight in the last ride, echoes of a train's cry. Every whistle a reminder of the lie. Darkness holds the heartache that won't right, carrying the sins covered by the night. In the shadow of the steeple, I face my ghost, the love, the pain on this barren coast. My revolver's cold in the grip of my hand. Tonight in this desolation, I make my final stand. Midnight in the last ride under a cursed sky. Forgiveness is the bullet I chose not to buy. Leave the dust to settle where the memories fight. This is my last confession at the edge of the night. There's a whistle cutting through the silence of the ghostly plains at night. Rusty tracks lay like scars across the cursed land's moonlit side.
Beneath the shadow of an old burned church, I sling my weary load. Blood on my boots, whiskey on breath, walking down this desolate road. Midnight train, carry me from the sins of my old flames. Whirling dust and a howling wind, I've only got my ghost to blame. These tracks are cold, my heart's grown old, riding to what I can't reclaim. Midnight train, echo my name through towns that forgot their own name. Once loved a girl with eyes like the stormy skies, heart wild as the desert blooms. Betrayed by a kiss in a night much like this, under the pale gaze of the moon. We swore by the light of 1,000 stars, now her grave's left unadorned. Every mile I flee, her specter follows me in the chill before the dawn. Midnight train, carry me past the echoes of her laugh. Whirlwinds dance with the memories of a love that couldn't last. Tracks of iron, soul on fire, haunted by the past I've paved. Midnight train, sing my pain past the forgiveness I never gave. At the crossroads, stand with fate, gun heavy by my side. Silhouettes in the doorway, vengeance or a bride. But the bullets lay quiet in the chambers of the past, and the doors swing empty as the train screams by fast. Midnight train, bear my sins through the silence of the waste, over mountains of regret, through the valleys of my haste. Let the stars witness under the vast eternal dawn. Midnight train, take me home to a place I'll never roam. So I ride this night on rails that whisper tales of a man who's lost more than he's found. As the train fades out like the end of a sad old song, echoing, fading into the dawn.
Out where the horizon bleeds sunset hues, old whiskey bottles tell their somber tales. Dust storms dance with ghosts of a cursed crew, and the train whistles moan old lonesome ways. Here in this dead town the church bell rang, once a beacon, now just fire and smoke. A testament to what the dark wind sang, on tongues of flames her dreams and demons spoke. Echoes from the desert wind, silent whispers of the sins, burning hearts and cold goodbyes. Underneath these haunted skies, hear the echoes clear and thin. Desert wind, take me again. There was a girl with eyes like stormy night, fell for a drifter with
with a shadow past. Promised her love under the moon so bright, but desert roses just ain't built to last. By the forgotten grave they swore their oath, neath the watchful eyes of starlit plains, till she found him cold, his heart betrothed to the desert's curse that in his blood remains. Echoes from the desert wind cry for love that might have been, broken vows on sacred ground, lost souls never to be found. Hear the echoes mournful din, desert wind, claim me again. In the silence between the sand and stone, found the truth written in the dusty ground. Her love was a ghost forever alone, a shadow in the whirlwind forever bound. With pistol drawn beneath the dying light, faced the echoes of his lies and deceit. Justice met with a quiet goodnight, left him lying where the earth and skyline meet. Echoes from the desert wind, final shots of revenge begin. Whispers fade into the night, desert wind carry my plight. Hear the echoes now grow thin, desert wind, I'm yours again. This ballad spins a tale as old and worn as the desert trails, meant for a voice that has weathered many storms, echoing the sorrows carved by the relentless desert wind.
In the silence of a moonlit desert town, dust dances with the memories fading down. Echoes of the train on forgotten tracks, bottle clink filled with secrets deep and black. A gust carries tales of a burning church where vows were traded on a wooden perch. Every whistle moan and the cinders fly underneath the ghostly starless sky. Whispers in the midnight train carry stories of the love and pain, where the broken hearts claim their due. In the whispers lies start feeling true. Once rode with her through the cursed lands, with hopes as vast as the desert sands, but betrayal's breeze blew a cold night, left me with shadows, took away the light. In a ghost town where our dreams lay dead, she vanished like words I never said. Now each station's just a grave unkept for the promises we never kept. Whispers in the midnight train speak of sorrow of the deepest strain, echoes of a love that's through. In the whispers I'm still next to you. Clutched tight in hand, the wind's confession so cruel and stark reveals her shadow in the moon's dark arc.
cast shadows long and wide beneath the ghost town's whisper. Secrets hide, dust dry whispers from a cracked whiskey flask. Echoes of the past in the cool night asked. Midnight in the last ride, wheels on rusted tracks, haunted by the love and life we can't get back. Smoky air twists where our vows once burned bright, lost in the silent desert's endless night. This cursed land holds the tales of a fallen grace, footsteps muffle in the church, a forsaken place. Her laughter lingers where the dead crows flew, a silver locket, a betrayal hidden in the dew. Midnight in the last ride, echoes of a train's cry, every whistle a reminder of the light. Darkness holds the heartache that won't ride, carrying the sins covered by the night. In the shadow of the steeple I face my ghost, the love, the pain on this barren coast. My revolver's cold in the grip of my hand. Tonight in this desolation I make my final stand. Midnight in the last ride, under a cursed sky. Forgiveness is the bullet I chose not to buy. Leave the dust to settle where the memories fight. This is my last confession at the edge of the night.
Out where the whistle cuts the silence like a knife, dust devils dance with the ghost of a forgotten life. Underneath the crescent moon's mournful glow lies a tale of a man buried by the lonely road. Beneath the stones where the wild winds are roam lies a heart turned cold, a soul never atoned. Whiskey whispers in bottles never sold, his secrets buried deep in the lonely church where once the faithful prayed. He lost his love to another's wicked, wayward ways. With vengeance festering in a heart that overflowed, he rode through silent deserts to the cursed abode. Beneath the stones where the wild winds are roamed lies a heart turned where silent stories are stowed, rests a gunslinger's pride in the ground erode. Just a nameless stone where the cold winds blowed. Another soul buried deep in the lonely road. On the edge where the shadows merge with the light, old St. Jude's met its fate on a cold, starless night. Whiskey bottle in my hand as the flames kiss the sky. The ghost town whispered secrets beneath the mournful cry. Echoes from the church fire burning through my soul. Every ember story of love and of control. Cursed is the land where the lost lovers meet, under a blood-red moon in the heat. She was an angel with eyes like the stormy seas, her laughter a melody carried on the desert breeze. But jealousy's a serpent, it strikes without a sound. Found her with another before the church burned down. Echoes from the church fire screaming into the night. Whispers of the betrayal that fueled the deadly light. Haunted is the heart that's been torn by deceit. In the silence of the ashes where memories repeat. Now I roam these cursed lands with dust storms in my way. The train whistles a reminder of the vows we did forsake. A specter in the ruins where our love used to bloom, amid the forgotten graves and the never-ending gloom. Echoes from the church fire, a requiem of the past. In the hollow echo of the bell, I found my peace at last. Forgiveness is a journey on a lonesome, endless road, where shadows merge with light and the stories are retold. In the shadow of the valley, where the stone church lies in ash, whiskey bottles tell the stories, and the wind sings songs of past. Dancing boots stir up the dust storms on the roads where no one's bound. Ghost of twilight, silent witness under that black sun going down. Dancing with black sun under its fiery gaze. Lost souls entwined in a cursed ballet. Love and vengeance in a tango of pain. With every step, we're just dancing in vain. Long ago, a loving whisper turned to screams in the dark night. Betrayal's knife cut so deep, set abandoned hearts alight. Through the stillness of the desert, the train whistles still cry, echoing the moans of lovers who never got to say goodbye. Dancing with black sun, with shadows at my side. Whirlwind of memories, nowhere to hide. Each silhouette a story of what will never be. In the heart of the desert, no one hears the plea. Under that cursed sun, a revelation blooms. Amidst forgotten graves, fate resumes. The gun in my hand, the ghost in my sights. Tonight the past is set to right. Dancing with black sun, revenge a bitter friend. Twirl towards my haunted end. Flames lick the sky from the church once burned. Under black sun, alone I learned. So I dance with shadows, and I dance with ghosts. In silent deserts, I host their lost toes. Dancing with black sun until my tales are done. In the heat of the silence, I am the lonely one.